Hi, I'm Jester71 and in this video we're going to be testing out how the DualSense controller will fare against the steering wheel when playing on a simulator. Now for this purpose we are using WRC 9 on the PlayStation 5, since that is the only simulator that makes use of the DualSense at the moment. Now it's a game that you would traditionally play with a steering wheel, and I want to see, with the extra features on the DualSense, if a simulator like this is as good with a DualSense or more playable with the DualSense. So we're going to try both. What we're going to do is we're going to do the same stage, same camera view. First of all with the DualSense, see what sort of time I can set with that. And then we're going to try again with the steering wheel, see how that goes. And then I'll sort of compare and contrast at the end to sum up what my thoughts on the two are. So without further ado, we'll kick off with the stage with the DualSense controller. Right, so I'm going into quick play and I'm going to pick the FFB stage in Portugal because I've played this a few times. We're going to use the Junior WRC. Let's pick the black car. Now I'm going with the bonnet cam for this. So here we go, see what FFB looks like. It's quite a nice stage. Right, so let's kick this off and see how we get on. Stick it into first, get about 6,000 revs going.
Into left 3 short, rock out and right 4
try and get a decent start.
Right 5 and
You can generally take these flat out of these first couple of corners.
Right 2 short, into left 3, opens, into flat right short, 30.
That's a tricky section.
5 into flat right over crest, 30.
Now the top of this can be a little bit tricky as well. You have to make sure you're kind of over to the right hand side as you go over this bend, the right 6, go over there, go down straight, slam a bit of brakes on.
And right 4, don't cut, 30.
Got to be really careful braking down there because the back end really wants to overtake. Now this gets a bit tight.
Into right 3 medium, tightens, 30.
That wasn't too bad. Take a little bit of speed off there.
Medium, tightens.
Now this one can be tight.
Into left 5 for right 3 short, don't cut. And kicks into left 4, tightens.
Now this corner you have to watch because that little crest there can just throw you into the wall.
3 into left 5, tightens, keep in.
So we're up on the split, which is good.
And right 4 into flat left, tightens, 5, keep in.
Lose a bit of speed on that corner.
Caution, brake square right over tarmac. And left 6 long.
I nearly always clip those signs.
Keep in, opens, 50.
You can just dab the brakes as you go around this bend. There's no walls there for you to
left 3, tightens, 2,
lean on. Bit of handbrake to get around this corner.
And right 5, 40.
Now this section's not too bad. You just have to drop a tiny bit of speed on this bend here so you can make that right turn. So nearly 3 seconds up already, that's good. Now this bend can be tricky because you've got to watch as you brake. If you brake too hard and lock the brakes up, it's all too easy for the back end to overtake you on that bit. Right, let's see how we go. Oh, a bit wide. Needed to slam the brakes a bit more on that.
Hairpin right over gravel into flat left.
So that hairpin went okay. Nice bit of handbrake. Same on this. Bit of handbrake. Just trying to keep the speed up as you go around the corner. It's so easy to lose it. Now this, you have to really slow down for this bend. Still nearly 3 seconds, so that's not too bad.
Into left 3 long under bridge.
As you go under this, you have to get a bit of brake there so you don't hit the bridge.
And right 6 for right 3, opens, narrows.
Now this 3 is okay, as long as you just dab the brakes to just send the car around.
100, big jump into flat right.
Now FFB is known for this jump. This is what the main feature of the stage is. So make the jump. Now you've got to dab the brakes as you get for this last bend. So otherwise you go flying into the wall. There we go, 348.992. And we come first, so that's pretty good. To be honest, anything under 350 I'm quite happy with on that stage. So that was with the controller. So now we're on the steering wheel. We've got a Thrustmaster T150 Ferrari edition. It's mounted on a Playseat challenge seat. I've got a set of Thrustmaster T3 PA Pro pedals, which is the all metal set, down there. And I also have a Thrustmaster TH8A shifter, which is just down there. But I'm going to be using the flappy paddles on the steering wheel for this. Right, so we will go into the stage and see how we get on for times.
Into left 3 short, rock out and right 4 short, 50.
Decent start. Try and keep it in fifth through this section.
Right 2 short, into left 3 opens, into flat right short, 30. And left 5 into flat right over crest, 30.
Got through that okay.
Flat left 150, keep middle over crest, into right 6, 70.
Hit the right on this side.
Left 6 brake, into left 5 tightens 4, rock out, 30. And right 4, don't cut, 30. Left 5 long, tightens 3, short, narrows. Into right 3 medium, tightens 30. Left 3 medium, tightens. Into left 5 for right 3 short, don't cut.
Go through that tricky bit.
And kinks into left 4 tightens. Right 4 don't cut, tightens 3 into left 5 tightens, keep in.
Second up.
And right 4 into flat left tightens 5, keep in. Right 5 caution, brake square right over tarmac. And left 6 long, bumpy, into left 3, keep in, opens 50.
Made it through that section alright.
Right 4, brake into left 3, tightens 2 over gravel. And right 5, 40.
So that was okay.
Left 5, brake into right 4 over crest, into left 5, short.
2 seconds up.
Crest and flat right 30. Caution, brake left 3 into right 4 short 30. Right 2 opens into crest. Into brake right 4 into left 3 opens, caution. Brake square left, don't cut over tarmac, 40. Hairpin right over gravel into flat left. And
Oh, wasn't too bad for that hairpin.
through crest into left 4 short and left 2. Into right 6 medium.
Bit smoother through that.
Left
5 seconds
short,
up.
into flat right tightens 5. Into left 3 long under bridge.
Slow down for the bridge.
And right 6 for right 3 opens, narrows.
So we've got this and then the tight bit for the bend.
Caution 100, big jump into flat right.
Right, here's the jump. Get into 5th.
And right 4 narrow 70.
Right, get the brakes for this bit. See how the time goes. 347.816. I think that's actually slightly quicker. But again, that is under the 3 minutes 50. I will take that. Thank you very much. Right, so I will hand back over to me over there, and we'll discuss the difference between the controllers. Thanks, me. So there we go. We've had a run through the stage with the DualSense and a run through the stage with the steering wheel, and we got quite a similar time for each run through. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of each controller? Well, the DualSense works really well with the haptics. It gives you a really good sense of what the road surface is like. The difference between the gravel and the tarmac was quite pronounced on that stage. You got a great sense of where the car was sliding as well, so you could really feel when sort of the back end of the car was sliding out. Due to the short throw on the sticks, being able to counter steer and save those sort of slides was much easier to do on a controller. One thing where the controller does fall down is obviously force feedback. You get a little bit through the triggers, but it's quite subtle. The sticks obviously have no feedback at all, they're just thumbsticks. So that's a big advantage of the wheel. The force feedback gives you a good sense of how the tyres are placed on the road, the feel of the steering through the wheel. You also get the bumps and knocks as you're driving over the bumps in the stage. That comes through the wheel much better than it does with the DualSense. Your sense of what the surface is like, you do get that with the wheel, but it's not quite as refined as it is with the DualSense. Now, the rumble on the wheel, on my wheel anyway, the Thrustmaster T150, you've only got two types of rumble, a bit like the old DualShocks. But the main thing with the wheel is obviously the immersion. Playing with the wheel, and pedals, and gear stick, and brakes, and all that malarkey is just like driving a proper car. And that's what you're doing in a game, it's a simulator. So ideally, you're trying to simulate what it's like to drive the car. And that's the main advantage, and no controller can get past that, unfortunately. But saying that, the game is perfectly playable with either control method, and you're going to have loads of fun regardless of which one you use. I've been Jimster71, thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, a dislike if you didn't, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I also stream games on Twitch, so if you can give me a follow over there, that would be lovely too. But until next time, I will say bye for now.